Lizzie. Today I have a poster review for you. So I'm going to be chatting about moon magic. So that means I'm going over the diamonds, telling you a little bit about what I wrote down in my logbook, and what I thought about the kit overall. So let's get started. Oh, you know what? We're going to start the logbook first. Let's do this in order. Anyways, so this is Moon Magic by Chrissabugalong. I started it on the 1st of the month, finished it on the 14th. It is a square 55.8 by 86 centimeters with 40 colors, 1 AB, 2 iridescent, and 1 fairy dust. It is the 9th kit that I've started and finished this year. Since I started diamond painting, it is 121. I've done 4 squares, 5 rounds, and a whopping total of 77,280 colors. Lots of colors. Okay, so here are our diamonds. We're gonna zoom on in. Okay, and that was a little close. There we go. Okay, so it is out of order. As I work on kits, I usually have it with numbers and then letters and then symbols in color order. However, as I work on kits, I like to shuffle things over and tends to get out of order like this. Anyways, so all of these specials are down at the bottom. We had 140 for our AB, so this nice blue. Our iridescent or crystal was 3823, so this like golden yellowy color, followed by 5200, which is your pure white, and our fairy dust, which is 3807, a purple one. Now there wasn't any really confusing symbols. I mean, there was not a whole lot of trash for square diamond painting, very little. Yeah, the symbols were all really clear, nothing too confusing. I did end up with 2 bags of unopened diamonds. So one is the 310, the other is 939. So technically I did need to open this one, but it was like 2 dozen of this color and I did not want to open this bag for that, so I just filled in the spot with 310 and it's all good. So I have 2 extras, and I believe I mentioned in my unboxing that there would be an extra of 310 because they usually provide a ton, so that's nice. Those will be added to my little bag collection over there of extras. Anything I was running low on besides these 2 because I wanted to play chicken? I don't think so. I mean, these ones are fairly empty. However, that is only because I made some changes. Maybe this one I was a little worried about, but there was still, I mean, there's still extra, so it's not like it's a worry. Ooh, I want to save this color. Sorry. This is all the diamonds that I save in the bottom corner. The rest get tossed, which is why I didn't want to open that bag, because I just don't have the place to store it. I don't want to. DiamondArtClub has gone through 4 different versions of their facets. I do not want to keep die lots for all of that. It's too much work. I don't want to bother. Anyways, here is Moon Magic. So let's zoom on out a little. Right about there. Okay, I'm going to put up a picture here because I'm never going to be able to get the full thing in frame. So I'm going to turn it now and we'll take a look at this. So, oh, it's so shiny. I wonder if this helps. Kinda. Cool. Okay. So this is a gorgeous kit. I mean, this entire moon is iridescent diamonds. So is all of these little dots in the background. That is the white. But the moon is a mix of that yellow and gold and that white, and you can see those patches right along in here. Rendering wise, I think this kit was really good. I did make changes though, but I really like how the trees show through the background, which you can't tell because the diamonds are so shiny. But I really like how these trees and branches look in the background. I love the colors and the movement in the fabric of her clothing. I think that was captured really well. And I think this gold dripping in her hands looks really good. That fairy dust, I should mention, is in the tops of her hair, her fingernails, and the darkest purple in her clothing. So it's highlighting in her shawl, along her hips, and the bottom or the top of her skirt. We also have that AB as this dark blue right in these two parts. Yes, so I mean, it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I love that moon. Okay, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this because I made changes. So one of my changes was down in this bottom part here. So all of this gold dripping from her hands, from the moon, on both sides, everywhere, was this golden yellow color. However, this strip down along here and these guys here was supposed to be white, which I thought that if it was going to be dripping, it should all be the same color. So I switched it out for that. This little light blue strip here is actually supposed to be this yellow crystal. I also took that out because I thought it was a weird placement because there's no other spots in her clothing that is that crystal. So I thought it was just strange to have it right along the edge here. So I followed the pattern and used the same light blue that is highlighting her clothing to highlight that one spot. I also made changes to her face. So I'm going to just pull this sideways a little bit. Of course, the light's not gonna work with me. Anyways, I made changes. So her face is actually supposed to have a lot of pink highlighting through it. I'll put up a picture of the original here. And I decided that I didn't like that. So I changed it out and did a mix of two colors. These two colors so that the transition was a little smoother. I do wish I had one more middle color to make this a little smoother. I think it's still really harsh. It's not my best change, but I think, I don't know, I didn't like, because it was like this super bright pink that was highlighting her face, and I didn't like it, so I took it out. I was going to do her neck too, but I kind of I didn't know how I wanted to change that, so I left it. And then I was convinced to leave this pink because it makes sense. I was gonna change it, decided not to. Okay. Did I change anything else? I don't think so. Part of me wonders, so I don't know if it shows up in person. It doesn't really. Maybe in her hand. But the transition between the crystal and the regular diamonds is really harsh. And I wonder, because that's the effect that it has, these have a more clear, mirrored effect to them, where the regular diamonds are just pure, opaque, still color, and they don't reflect the light as much as these guys do, which I think you can tell. So I wonder if there's a way to kind of ease that transition, if it's like outlining in ABs or maybe including some more fairy dusts, because there are spots, and it's mostly in her hands and on her head, that look very, very harsh with that transition. The moon is fine. I think this glowing effect really helps that, but there's something about just looking at this hand, that's a little off. It was nice to have a Diamond Art Club kit that had white. Like, this is pure 3865. That wasn't an AB. Usually that is one of the favorites to switch out, and this time it was just pure white, which works. It's her skin. Bright white AB would not look well on her skin. I do enjoy that the markings in her shoulders and along her face show up really well. That's another nice detail. So, do I have anything else to add? I don't think so. Oh, here's a better look at that original artwork if you were curious. But yes, this is Moon Magic by Chrissabug. What do you think? I'm curious. This moon is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Do you like that kind of enhancements and crystals in your kit or not? I'm curious. I'm just curious. What do you think of this one? And what do you think of my changes? Do you think I did decent? Do you think I didn't? I think I could have done better, but that's a personal thing. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.